thank you so much for joining me for this video today. My name is Nicole and I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark and Depop. And today I have a Goodwill haul for you guys. So I recently stopped at my local Goodwill. I do have one that's only about 5 minutes from my house. I actually live in a pretty small town and Goodwill is one of the only places that we have here in town. And I found quite a few pieces that I'm going to try to resell online to make some profit. So today I thought it'd be fun to kind of show you everything that I picked up, why I picked it up, and I'll try to kind of give you an idea of what I think I'll be able to sell it for. So the first item is actually an item that's from Walmart. So believe it or not, some Walmart pieces will sell. Now, it's very rare, it's few and far between, and mostly the older styles are going to sell, especially stuff that you would have purchased around the Y2K era in the early 2000s. I've sold multiple pieces from Walmart that, or even Kmart, that I can label as Y2K, and then they sell really well. Because those styles were really popular and they're really popular right now. So this particular piece, I'm not going to sell it as an actual Y2K piece. What I'm going to sell it as is a Y2K style is probably what I'm going to put somewhere in the listing, because this particular item I do not think is old enough to be from the Y2K era. I think that it's probably newer within the last probably a couple years. And it might be earlier than that. It might be from, yeah, probably the last couple of years. So this particular piece is a super, super soft top. Actually, if it fits me, I might keep it. It actually seems to be made decently well, and the material is like soft, buttery. This is from Walmart. It's just a no boundaries. And I think this is the tag that they currently have. And it is this, it's like flowy sleeves, flowy, almost like a baby doll top, and then it does tie in the back. Now, if this was from Y2K era, I would just put Y2K, but because I don't think that is actually was made during that time period, I'm going to put Y2K style, and I think that will sell it. Hopefully. And let me know like what you do when you find pieces that are a certain style. I think that I definitely could probably put that and it would be fine, as long as I explain. I don't know what era this was made, but it is definitely the Y2K style or something to that effect. So that particular item probably around $15 to $20. Now my Goodwill has a color tag of the week. So what ends up happening is usually I'll try to go in around Monday or Tuesday, and I'll stop there to see what the color is. And if things are too expensive during the week, I don't worry about it. I just don't pick them up. I wait. Honestly, only a few times have I gone in and looked for a particular item and it wasn't there. There's nobody in my area that I think is a reseller, and a lot of the styles that I want to pick up, or the brands, they don't get picked up at my Goodwill. So usually they're still there when I go. If I go back like the week after, it's still there. A few times things haven't been, but really most of the time they are, which is interesting. Okay, this is a vintage pellicule. I don't know what that is. This is a size 6. This is a leather skirt. It says it's a size 6, guys, but it is small. Like, I bet this is probably a 24-inch waist. Absolutely high-waisted. This is a white leather skirt, and I paid $3.50 for it because pink was the color tag. It's in really excellent condition. Has a couple tiny little spots, but overall it's in really great condition. I mean, I don't think this is going to be a quick seller, especially because it's so small. But I have been selling more skirts lately, and I was excited to find it. Okay, so the next item is this skirt, and this is by Squeeze Jeans. Squeeze Jeans. This is early Y2K. This is a corduroy skirt. It's marked as a size 11-12. Yeah, this is not an 11-12. No way. Not today's current stuff. I feel like maybe something is missing right here to hold that, but I could be wrong. Unfortunately, it just hangs, which is unfortunate. I think there should be a thing right here, right, to like keep it in. I don't know, but I think it'll still sell. It's super cute. It's like kind of like a mini, but not mini. I would hope to get around 20 for that. I think I paid a lot for it though. It was $8.99. I paid half of that, so it was $4.50. Hopefully 20 or 25. Now this was pretty cool. It looks like there might be a couple marks that I might need to see if I can get off. I saw it. It was folded. I'm going to show you it folded and see if you can tell what it is. It was folded, and all their accessories, it's sweater, it's Coach, scarf, all of their scarves and hats and things are all $1.99. They used to be more, but they changed it so they're all the same price. So when I saw this, I was like, yes, definitely think it's real. It's got cashmere, wool, rayon, and angora, dry clean only. And it really is in excellent condition. There is like a mark that looks like something a little crusty that I'll have to kind of wipe off. But honestly, it's in excellent condition, not tons of pilling or anything. It's really nice. So I don't know what those go for. I'm thinking maybe around 20, maybe more, but it was $2, right? Okay, this was probably a bad pickup, but I saw it the last couple times I was there, and I just thought it was really cute. And so I did pick it up. This is just Pink by Victoria's Secret. I don't really pick up Victoria's Secret very often because it doesn't sell very well for me, but this is tie-dyed and cropped. So I thought, well, maybe this will sell better. It definitely looks like it's been worn quite a few times. It kind of has that, you know how fleece gets kind of like that. But I think it's really cute, and I can probably find a stock photo because I think that's a newer style. So that was, did I really pay $4.50 for that? That was a mistake. I really don't like spending more than $3 on an item, but I got something in my eye. Okay, I picked this up purely on style. It's Studio Y. Says it's a size 7. It's small, guys. This is something that would have been really popular in the Y2K era, which is why I picked it up. It's definitely a Y2K skirt. It's like kind of like a mini, not mini, but mini. It's got like the little slit right here. This is Y2K. I paid $2.50 for it. I will definitely be saying Y2K. This next item is controversial. Not like in a bad way, but in like, I had no idea if this is real. If you know, please, if you have any information about this, I honestly do not know much about designer stuff. I can't really authenticate a lot of stuff because I haven't come in contact with a lot of brands. Some brands I'm fine with, you know, like I can tell if it's like fake Kate Spade or fake Coach or, you know, like the normal stuff. But Louis Vuitton, I can't really tell real well because they can make really good fakes. This is a top. I'm thinking that it's none of it, like it's not designer at all. It does have that. Okay, so this is the top. It's ribbed here and at the neck and at the waist. Okay, so this is Y2K to me. But I don't know, like, I know this is supposed to look like Louis Vuitton, but I have no idea. And I was in a hurry, so I paid $5.99. Maybe it was a mistake. I honestly think I probably could sell it, and I just would not put anything for designer. Like, I would just put Y2K. I wouldn't say anything about this. But let me know, guys. Like, that's not real, right? This is fake, right? I mean, I have no idea. It doesn't say LV on it, so... But this really reminds me of like vintage Louis Vuitton. Honestly, this sweater is nice. But there's like no tags at all. And I don't know, does Louis Vuitton usually have tags in their clothes? I don't know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I couldn't find anything. I tried taking a photo on like Google Lens or whatever. Do you think this is a designer at all? Do you think this is fake? Like, I'm thinking it's just fake, right? But I'm gonna sell it as Y2K unless I can find out if it's legitimately designer. I'm just assuming not, but I've only found like one Louis Vuitton item ever, and I sold it. Okay, side story. When I first started reselling, I found this beautiful leather briefcase at my local Goodwill for like 15 bucks. It was like 15 bucks, I think. It was Louis Vuitton, and it was either real or a knockoff, but it was a really good knockoff if it was a knockoff. So I put it up. Now, this is before I really knew a lot about reselling. I didn't know where I could get it authenticated. We don't have anywhere like around here that would authenticate Louis Vuitton. Even like in like bigger towns close by, I don't think they have anything that authenticates Louis Vuitton. I really didn't know about like online authentication stuff. I didn't know if it was legitimate. So I ended up putting it on eBay, and I sold it for like $250, which was a lot for me. I know now looking back, like if it was real, that was definitely too low. Like I probably could have made more, but I couldn't authenticate it. So in my listing, I basically said, to the best of my knowledge, this is authentic Louis Vuitton. It had keys and a lock that worked. The keys were still in it. Like it still had keys. It had a key and it had a lock on the outside. And I've seen a bag the same online as well. But you know, this was probably 5 or 6 years ago. Probably 6 years ago. And I didn't know a lot about reselling. I didn't know a ton about research. I researched for hours and hours trying to find out if it was real. If it wasn't real, it was a really good knockoff. And I did learn quite a bit about my husband and I were dating, and he researched a lot too. And he's like, I really think it's real. And so did I. And so we listed it as real. So I sold it on eBay. And someone opened up a case saying it wasn't real. And of course I had to accept the return, because if it really wasn't real, I wasn't going to force someone to keep it if they really thought it was real. I really thought it was real. And to this day, I think it was real, but I don't know. So we got it back in the mail, and the key was missing. The person kept the key. So I'm like, I probably was real, because they wanted the key for another lock. You know, like they wanted it. And that's why they did that, to get a free key. And we bought, and I don't know, like the keys are pretty simple, so I don't know, like you probably could get knockoffs that would work too on a real one, but I really don't know. It was such a nice bag too, and sometimes I wish I would have kept it. It had the strap. It was definitely real leather, because you could smell the leather, like you could tell it was real leather, and it was like vintage looking. Like it was definitely very vintage. Looking back, I kind of wish I would have kept it, because I would have got it authenticated these days, and I probably could have sold it for more or kept it for myself, because it was a beautiful bag. It was so beautiful. And I'll never probably ever, okay, I don't want to say that. Someday I'm going to own myself some Louis Vuitton, but it's going to be a while. I'm not that into Louis Vuitton to spend a ton of money on it right now, but someday I'm going to. Okay, so we got it back and there was no key. So I repurchased a key, because you can buy them on eBay. I repurchased a key. It worked, and I relisted it. But this time I listed it on Poshmark. I had it on Poshmark before too, but it hadn't sold. So I basically did the whole thing again. I told them why I believed it was real, that I didn't have any authentication. I basically told them I got this at a thrift store, and I'm not sure if it's authentic, but these are the reasons why I believe it's authentic. And someone purchased it, and she absolutely loved it and was so happy with it. So guys, this was before I know what I know now. Like now I definitely would send it in to get authenticated, or send pictures to get it authenticated. I think there was even numbers somewhere, but like back then I just didn't know a lot, and I did what as much knowledge as I could in ways to figure it out, I did. I would do it differently now, because I'm older and wiser, but that was a long story. Anyway, she loved it, left me great feedback, was so happy with the bag, and I think I sold for like $250 or something to her on Poshmark. And this was before they had the authentication stuff where you send it in and they authenticate it when it's over $500. That's what I would do now, probably, is send it to the authentication place, let them authenticate it, and then yeah. So it worked out in the end, and she was so happy with it. And if she was like someone who purchased a lot of Louis Vuitton, she would know for sure, I'm sure. You know, I just haven't seen enough of it. But yeah, anyway, my little side story. So I don't know if that sweater, I doubt it, you know, it's probably not. It probably is just made to look like it's designer, but okay, I picked this up. I think it was probably a bad idea. It's Adidas. It's like this slouchy sweatshirt. It's really soft. It was $8.99, and that's the price I paid because it wasn't 50% off. It doesn't look like these sell for a lot, but I'm gonna list it and try to make at least 20, like profit. Okay. I am not familiar with this brand, but I looked it up, and some of this is listed really high and sells good. So I would show you it. This is called Yumi Kim, right? Yumi Kim. Okay. And it is a velvet top, which I'm going to get this listed quick because it's kind of Valentine-y. Velvet, it looks like kind of plunging, cold shoulder top. And it does have yumikim.com. Please note we cannot accept returns if this tag is removed. So it is new with without tags, I guess, or with tags. This I paid $2 for. This is just a tank top for me. I always wear tank tops underneath my top, so that's for me. This is Young, Fabulous, and Broke. It was $4.99, thinking I probably paid too much, but if I could sell for $15 or $20 profit, I would be happy. This is tie-dyed, so I definitely think that is really good. This I might keep for myself because I think it's adorable, but we'll see. This is Papel Boutique Evening, yeah. It might be an Adriana Papel offshoot, but this is a silk beaded vintage top, like open front. It's really pretty. Like I said, I really like flowers. I think this would look really pretty, like over a dress, like a red dress, or even a silver, gold, or black. That's kind of for me, though. Okay, this brand I've never heard of, but some of their stuff sells for a good price, so I did pick it up. I really wanted to just try it. It was $8.99, which is more than I would normally pay. It is by Zya Active, ZYIA. This is, when I felt this, I was like, is this Lululemon? But it's not. It is kind of like a drapey top. I wish I could show you it. This is not easy to show. Yeah. It's kind of like a weird, it's kind of like wrappish, kind of like a wrap. But it looks to be in really excellent condition, and the material is like really nice material. So I picked it up, and I'm going to try and see. This I bought for myself. It's this Vervami, I don't know. It was only $1.99. This is for me. It's just a ribbed ivory sweater. I really like these long sweaters. I wear those a lot. Okay, two more things. One's vintage, one's kind of Y2K like. So, and that's why I got it. I paid $1.99 for this hoodie. It is pink as fila. This is definitely Y2K. You can tell by this. That was really popular back then. And it's kind of like a little bit short. I think it's going to be really cute, either on or modeled or even just on the hanger. But it was only $1.99 because my Goodwill has a clearance rack and everything's like $1.99 on the rack. So this I paid $3 for. It is Brelly Originals, made in USA, size 10. It's just a vintage dress. I'm going to try to start selling on Etsy. I started listing on Etsy, but no sales yet. I need to do it like every day though. It's got ties, kind of like a midi dress. And it's definitely vintage. I think it would probably look the cutest if I model it. So we'll see if I get to that, get to modeling it. But that's everything. Probably I'm going to try to make between $20 and $30 on each piece. Some I might take a little bit less, but yeah, I got quite a few pieces. So if I can make $20 on each piece, I think that would be really great. Anyway, guys, so that's my Goodwill haul. Thank you so much for watching, for joining me for this video today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you want some more content from my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!